So, can delivery drivers, learner delivery drivers, do delivery work on their scooters in the UK? So, scenario: I'm quite a newcomer to the country, our country, and you need to earn yourself a little bit extra cash because what the government give you isn't enough, along with your hotel room and your free mobile phone. Sorry, back to the script. So you're thinking of making some cash, doing some delivery work on your scooter, but you're still on your L-plates. Can learner riders legally work for services like Uber Eats, Just Eat, Domino's, and there's thousands of independent takeaways across the country? You know, the independent takeaways that only operate in cash and wouldn't necessarily pay minimum wage to people that shouldn't be working. Oh, sorry, back to script. But with some very important conditions. In this video, we'll break it all down. What the law says, what insurance you really need. Now, you could acquire a scooter and some L plates and, you know, technically classed as self-employed. It's your responsibility to be insured, not the employer, because you're self-employed. So, oh, script, sorry. In this video, we'll break it all down. What the law says, what insurance you really need, and how to avoid getting fined, banned, or even having your scooter seized. So, in section 1, it's what is a CBT? Right, so a CBT certificate actually means Compulsory Basic Training. It's the minimum training required to legally ride a motorbike or scooter on the road in the UK. Once you pass it, you can ride, turn the page, up to a 125cc if you're 17 years old or older, with L plates or D plates in Wales. But you can't go on motorways or carry passengers. And you're still classed as a learner rider, not fully licensed. It's not a test in the traditional sense, it's more like a safety course. Once completed, your CBT certificate is valid for 2 years, and you'll need to retake it or move on to a full motorcycle license after that. So all these delivery bikes you see around, I'm not talking about the e-bikes, they don't need insurance at all. These like scooters, motor-powered scooters, I wonder how many of them have actually got insurance. I wonder how many actually get checked. Anyway, can you do delivery work on a CBT? Well, I've just answered that. Yes, you can. But the big question is, many delivery drivers ride on 50cc or 125 scooters, have only done their CBT. Also, if you've got a full UK driving license to drive a car, you can go on a 50 up to 125. Let me know in the comments if that's right. So it's illegal to ride for work as long as you have a valid CBT, your bike is road legal with an MOT and tax, and you have the correct insurance. Insurance. Now, Normal insurance is not enough. Insurance types are your normal insurance for like domestic and pleasure, and then your business use insurance. So you have to have your business use insurance, but to get that, you need to be a resident of this country. So if you fail to have the correct insurance, you're in for a hefty fine. Your scooter could be seized on the spot, and your employer be held liable too. That's if you're directly employed, I guess. If you're self-employed, they're off the hook. Let me know if I'm wrong on that in the comments. Hire and reward insurance is more expensive, yeah, but there are flexible app-based policies now let you pay per hour or shift. So, next section, employer vs self-employed. Whether you work for a big name like, I know, Domino's, or through platforms like Uber Eats or Deliveroo, you'll likely be considered as self-employed, which means it's your responsibility to make your documents and insurance in order. Some employers offer fleet insurance or include you under their cover, but never assume, always check. Always read the fine print. If you're self-employed, you may also need to, on page, register, oh here we go, register for self-assessment tax and keep records of your mileage and expenses. Let's sum up what you need to legally do delivery work on a scooter as a learner. A valid CBT certificate, okay, a provisional license, okay, road legal scooter, a DOT compliant helmet, bless you, hire and reward insurance. Oh, it says high visibility isn't required, but is highly recommended. So that's why they're all dressed in black. Some apps are also required basic English. Some apps also require basic English, a smartphone with GPS, and proof of right to work in the UK. So I'm not saying at all these thousands of cash-based takeaways are paying cash to people that have no right to work in the UK and maybe paying them less than the minimum wage because it's cheaper and they can't do anything about it. I'm not saying anything like that goes on in this country, and I'm not saying they've acquired a scooter, like I said before, and stuck some L plates on it and earned extra cash. Nothing like that would ever go on in this country. Honest. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's the Thought Police.